Quite often in my life, I thought that in order to reach our goals, we need to do like a very huge sacrifices. And well, in part, this is the truth. But from the other side, from the other perspective, this is not true at all. What we need is just having clarity, putting everything like in focus, and then doing the deep work daily. We don't need to sacrifice everything. We just need to have like a better organization and act in a better way. That's it. Like in a more efficient way. I can summarize this video saying we just need clarity, focus, and actions. That's it. And well, in my whole life, literally, I don't know how much time I wasted actually, in useless long days. Because literally, I wasted lots of them. And today, you see that it's dark. And well, every time that I do the video, normally it's dark. But today, what I've been doing is totally different. I've been recording my whole day from two different devices for the Italian and English session, basically, for literally my daily activity. So today, because I'm building like a new program, a new stuff, I'm working on my business, and today I wanted to show you like how my boring days are, like what I do. Because in the past, I've been like a student and a business student as well, like a student of life in business. In the meantime that I was studying, creating, trying, failing thousands of times, literally. And what I understood at the end of the day is that we don't need to do like magic actions. We don't need to do huge things in order to change our life or to improve our life. What we need is small, tiny, consistent steps. In fact, basically, I recorded yesterday the video about consistency. And what I say is that you don't need to be perfect, but you need to have clarity on where you're going and what you're doing in order to have like a clear focus. Because at the end of the day, what really matters is this: having clarity on the direction where we need to go, acting accordingly, and dividing these like in weekly, monthly steps, and daily tracking what we're doing. And what I'm doing like today has been like 10, 11 hours of live, literally. You can see, you will see, because I will post it. Today is the 20th of October, so yeah, I will post it. And you see, it's not been like a deep work because I've been sleeping, eating, whatsoever. Yeah. But the point is, I've been working like in a proper way this time on my stuff. And when I do this kind of work, this kind of deep work, I feel so much more productive compared to the past. And this is the real magic. We don't need to do anything special. We just need to put daily little actions every day. That's it. You don't need to do like huge stuff. And I noticed this with my fitness journey, but of course, being like my field, my sector, something where I feel very strong, like in terms of knowledge and like results. Well, at that point, I felt like, well, this is my sector, is different, etc. No, it's different in every sector, and I noticed that even when I was doing. When I was doing all the stuff for my degrees, basically. In fact, when I took my degrees, I mean, I've been a student for literally 10 years of my life, maybe 14, I don't know. But basically, I've been the whole life a student and I've been so lazy. I feel I wasted so many years of my life, literally wasted, doing useless things, spending literally days that were just wasted because I wasn't focused. I was just juggling left and right between one thing and another. So I didn't put any focus. And today I had one action to do and I did it. And even though like I could have done in half of the time, I feel like today was a productive day. And this is the point. We need to do just small actions daily in order to achieve our goals. And wait, don't get me wrong. In yesterday video that I will attach in here, or some, yeah, it should be on top left, I talked about consistency, and consistency doesn't mean to achieve every day the goal. Even because if you follow me, I've been posting every single day what I'm doing, what I'm not doing, what I'm achieving, what I'm not achieving. And you see, I fail most of the times. You don't need to do like 100% perfection every day. No. Like yesterday, I put like the yesterday video in here. Yesterday, I was literally checking like how my planet think like today like planet task that I finally finished. I've been like delaying, procrastinating it because it was a huge one for 5 days. 5 days. So I've been working on this step that is the roadmap for my La Dolce Vita program for 5 days. And today 10 hours of accountability check, let's say. I'm pointing to my cameras that are still recording though. So you will see in the live, in the meantime I'm recording this video, will be the final part of the live, so probably hour 10 or 11. But you will see that during this day, this is what I've been doing. Because you just need to work, but be honest with yourself, because I've been a student. I know how much we lie to ourselves. Like we know what we're supposed to do, but we don't do that. This is the problem because the task is so boring, so annoying that we just distract ourselves. We take so many excuses, etc. You know, my little brothers, we are four brothers. The little one that is the youngest, basically, he was just he just became adult when he taught me like the most important lessons of my life. If you can't focus on one thing, just look at the wall for 5-10 minutes. I was like, why? Yeah, that's why. Because the task that we need to do is so boring that we do everything else in order to skip it. But when we do something that is more boring, well, we start to desire to do something more entertaining. This is the point. I removed my phones for this reason. That's why I will do like daily lives nowadays. In order to not distract myself. Yes, I have the computer, etc. But the point is that I have less distractions, more focus because I'm facing the stuff that I need to do, and I have less friction. This is the point. We don't need to be perfect. We need just to improve our environment, our stuff. And well, most of this is even having clarity, because having clarity means that you know exactly what you need to do. And you know, if you've been following me, what I'm doing right now is forcing with some sprints. Like I work, my mind works in a really, let's say, business manner. Like I work in quarters basically. So every 3 months I set up new business goals that even my life is now a business for me. I break it down in areas. Like a business, you break it down in, I don't know, marketing areas, sales, customer service, etc. So if you don't speak like business language, well, imagine your life like health, wealth, relationships, this kind of stuff. So I break my life in areas, and what I do is just I put a target. So for this quarter, I have this target. Of course, it's not just a simple one. Maybe I have more. I will put my let's say the video about my target in here, but well, you will see in here. So the target of these quarters I have in front of me every day. This is basically the what I'm doing. So my target, they are life and work. Life, organize your life with a bit of oil. Get shredded and journaling, yes. And work, La Dolce Vita formula. Optimize business, optimize content creation. Apparently, this way looks useful. 2 phones in order to record, a very rough setup, and from dark of the morning to the evening darkness. So this is what I'm doing. I have clarity through this whiteboard on my goals. I look at them every single day. So in order to have clear my vision, what I need to do. Then I break it down. I break it down in monthly and weekly goals. Well, this part is not very good, but then I tackle daily my action, what I do. And if you've been following me, I put like in minus 530 basically the daily check that I do. And this is what I do. Like every day I check some stuff that can be useful for me in order to advance, to go forward in my goals, literally. So I have clarity and vision about my goals. Then what I do is I focus on what I need to do and then actions. Simple as that. You don't need to do like huge stuff. And what I was saying in the Italian video is that in the past, my biggest mistake, because I've been working this way, achieving the goals. For example, last summer, I had a physique that when I saw it, I was like, wow, I could never imagine that I could reach something like that, literally. And nowadays, I'm trying to get back to that shape. But the point is that in order to reach that shape, I had like 100% of focus. And this is like a recall of a book that his name is Essentialism. And basically, it says that we have like a certain amount of energy and focus, let's say. Imagine like a sun with all the rays outside. So every line of sunshine is going towards different direction. The point is that we have 100% of energy and focus and time. If we split them in 10 areas, well, we don't move more. We don't move much. If we split them in 2 areas, for example, we just move much more. If we split these in one single area, we go directly to the goals. That's why when you see like big champions or big achievers, what they do is just focusing on one single thing. The point is that the mistake that I did last year was literally this, focusing on one goal. And yes, I achieved it, like an amazing body, but I left all the other things behind, my business included. And sometimes we cannot live like other areas of life behind. Like you cannot abandon your family, your animals, or your health in order to achieve a specific goal. This is the point. Sometimes we need to sprint. Like for example, when I was focusing on my degree, I had like a very fixed routine, but just for a small period of time. I was so focused that I was waking up at 1:45 a.m. At 2, I was ready to study. At 5:30, I was going to the gym because at 6 I would have client. And at 8 or 9, I was going to uni with the meal ready though, going to uni and finishing at 5 p.m., going back to the gym for other client, and then basically at 8 p.m. going to sleep. 8 p.m. going to sleep because again I would wake up so early. I was so tired and I was sacrificing everything else, like last summer for my physique. But then what happened? Because when you focus on one thing, giving up on all the other things, well, it's not the best outcome. In fact, when I reached my physique, then I said, okay, I left my business too behind. I need to focus on my business. What did I do? Well, I gave up on my body. Like I was starting to eat, focusing on the stuff because I was overwhelmed, feeling behind, etc. No, we can't do that. I mean, we can, but it's not the best. So what I did, after so much sacrifices, I gave up on my body. Like I was leaving it like as it was, and well, it get very bad. And not even my business. I didn't achieve like a good outcome in the business. And then I realized that sometimes I need just to put some goals in maintenance mode. Like I split my life in areas, and I cannot give up my health, my physique, my life just because I focus on one area. Sometimes, yes, but not always. I cannot work like on a single thing always. Yes, the focus is important, and this is the topic of this video. But the other things need to be put like in a maintenance mode. What I want you to understand is that we have different areas. We need just to organize better in order to have like clarity on the areas of our life and understand with the Essentialism book that we need to put more effort towards 1 hour and one area or two. And for example, if you want to focus on your health, just have like clarity on what you want to do. For example, you want to lose 15 kgs in 90 days, 180 days, so 3-6 months. Perfect. What you need to do? Split it in weekly and monthly goals. Well, for example, going to the gym 3 times a week, caloric deficit, this and that. Perfect. Then daily action. Track it. Like, what are you doing? Are you following the plan or not? How is it going? Review it. This is the point. For the work, for example, okay, what is your goal? Like to achieve this, perfect. What you need to do? In my case, I need to develop La Dolce Vita formula, that is the roadmap for my program. Then I need to optimize my content creation, that is basically the way that people can see me online, like the traffic source. Because in business you should have a product or service, then you should have traffic, and then the conversion. And then optimize business. Optimize business, I have 2 collaborators with me, a nutritionist and a personal trainer. We work together. And even though I'm kind of leaving my fitness past behind, this is part of a good life, because health is an important component of your life. You can't live without a good health, let's say. So whenever you want to focus on all the areas of your life, what you want is even to focus on the fitness part. I can optimize my business in this way, like giving part of these areas like fitness and nutrition to my collaborators, so we can improve and help each other, like a win-win formula. This is the point. So to summarize everything, what you want in order to achieve your life goals is not to give up on everything else, and well, not even to waste years of your life like I did for my study, but for my for my student life basically. But even my business life has been like years when and where I've been feeling like wasting so much effort and time for nothing, because my focus was just scattered in thousand directions, and I just realized that I need to have clarity and vision, break it down in steps, moving forward and putting like focus and deep work daily in order to go forward slowly, because like I said, today what I did, I've been delaying it for 5 days, but slowly you will achieve this. And if you've been following my journey with the physique as well, even though it's not my priority right now, I'm going forward. I'm again losing weight, going to get shredded, etc. So small tiny steps daily of a big picture will lead you where you want to go. But if you have no clarity and you waste your energy and time, well, you will not move forward, because you will go around staying always in the same position. And well, what else to say? If you've been struggling in your life with your goals and what you want to achieve, or just having clarity, well, this is what I'm working for, like helping people to have clarity and helping them to achieve their life goals in order to improve their life. That's why I call it La Dolce Vita, because La Dolce Vita is the Italian way to live an amazing life without something special, just a meaningful, nice life. And well, I'm developing the program. Right now we're looking for beta testers, so you will find the link in the description if you want. It's a bit a mess right now, but within the end of this quarter, I'm planning to do like an amazing thing. And well, the advantage is that if you join right now is less than half price, first of all, for the lowest tier. And even because that we can adjust with the feedback, so it will help you even more. Feel free to join us. And well, if you just want to follow my journey, because I want to share even free useful stuff daily, not just with the live recording, but even daily videos, well, feel free to follow me. And that said, I will say I will see you tomorrow, but no, I will see you later on for the day 293 report. And now, if you want, join my live, because I will go to the gym. I'll see you later.